justifiably disheartened the victims of 93 blast, and now we have got another reason why they should be feeling betrayed. Very unfortunate. We've got documents that might show that it was the MVA government under Uddhav Thackeray who might have given the go-ahead for what has happened today. I am joined by my colleague Pranesh in the newsroom, who is going to take us through the details of what really does this document speak about. It is a 2019 complaint letter that Times Now has accessed, a whistleblower's letter that was ignored. It's over to you, Pranesh.
Priya, our viewers would remember that Times Now was the first channel to break this sham, this expose on the Yakub Memorial and the facelift that it got. Today, Times Now has accessed the document trail. Arunil Saradater has sent us this document that goes on to tell you that there was a whistleblower, an insider, if I can use that term, who had written to the state government authorities in 2019. Now, some would say that when the letter was written, there was political instability in the state. There was no government really in charge, and that the MBA government only took over 1 month after this letter was written. But that does not change anything as far as accountability goes, because after the MBA came in power, why did they ignore the letter? And when we are talking so much about the letter, what does this letter tell us? The letter is written by one Najib Akhtar. He says, I am the Nazir of the Juma Masjid of Bombay Trust, and I beg to submit. Allow me to read this in detail. In 2015, I was appointed as an assistant Nazir at Juma Masjid of Bombay Trust, a religious charitable trust having its registered office at 46, and this is the address. Let's go to page number 2. I was confirmed as regular Nazir of the said trust. I am a retired government servant. Point number 2 is important. As a matter of fact, every trust is run and managed according to its own deed of the trust. In case of Juma Masjid of Bombay Trust, all of its affairs and management are required to be run as per the revised scheme of the said trust, which is duly approved by the Honorable High Court of Bombay. It is obligatory and mandatory that all the affairs and management of the said trust should be run and managed strictly in accordance with the said revised scheme of the trust, whereas the present board of trustees, and which is why this is highlighted, are not managing the business of the said trust in accordance with the said scheme. It has been observed that from the 18th December 2016, when 5 new trustees were elected, and in the letter those trustees are named, and the new board of trustees was constituted, the management has gone awry and violated provisions of law deliberately.
Okay. Right. Arunil, just take us through the highlights of what really are the implications of this complaint letter that you have accessed. This is in the latest in the series of exclusive details that you've been getting us on this case.
Well, this was an insider, a manager who was working inside the Bada Kabristan. He had basically told via a complaint letter to Mumbai police that graves are being bought by certain individuals. This is against the court order, and also beautification is being done in exchange of money. This was the start of this entire nexus that was being done. If that time only Mumbai police would have acted, or the Maharashtra government would have acted at that time, then this beautification of Yakub Memon, the convict in 1993 Bombay blast, his graves beautification or the lighting that took place could have been avoided. It could have been averted. A proper action, if would have been Mumbai police would have taken, after obviously instructions coming in from Maharashtra Home Ministry, the MBA government was in power at that time, then definitely we can say that this beautification or this lightning or this marbles that have been put, these marbles that have been put up on the grave of Yakub Memon, it could have been clearly avoided, and this insult of our martyrs, the victims, 257 victims from the Bombay blast, could have been avoided. That was extremely paramount, but unfortunately it did not happen despite a complaint being written by a whistleblower.
So, right. A quick question, Arunil, before I let you go. So, does this mean that when Ajit Pawar says that if something like this had happened in MVA government, it should have been brought to the notice, it is patently wrong because it was brought to the notice and ignored?
Well, Ajit Pawar is saying something Else. Ajit Pawar basically is saying that if the opposition at that time, the BJP knew about this, that this was happening during the Mahavikas Aghadi government, then the BJP should have told us about it. They didn't raise it that time. Why? That's what Ajit Pawar is saying. Now coming to the main question about bringing to the notice of Mumbai police officials, then certainly yes, a complaint letter was being written. The Maharashtra Home Ministry should have known about it. We are not saying that they knew about it, but the Mumbai police officials should have told the Maharashtra Home Ministry about it. Anil Deshmukh was the Home Minister then. He should have known about it. Waqf board was being controlled by Nawab Malik. He should have known about it then. If that was known, then what happened with Yakub Memon's grave? His grave being decorated, beautified, that would have been avoided.
Right. Thank you, Arunil, for joining us. This story is only going to get bigger. BJP now also pointing out that Congress leader Aslam Sheikh, who was made minister under the MVA, wanted mercy for Yakub Memon when he was on the death row. We will keep track of all the developments. Right now, taking a very quick break.